All right, let's talk about something really important. We're going to dive into a pretty powerful idea today, how you can take the professional expertise you already have and turn it into actual real financial security. It's all about something called re-engineering your value. Now, if you're here, I'm willing to bet the answer to this is a huge yes, right? You've put in the hours, you've honed your craft, you know your stuff inside and out. You're a pro.
And here's the frustrating part, the paradox. Even with all that skill, all that expertise, the money side of things just doesn't quite line up. It's this gap, isn't it, between the value you know you bring and what your bank account actually shows.
Man, this quote just hits the nail on the head. It's a really painful place to be. Knowing you're capable, knowing you're good, but feeling totally invisible when it comes to the financial rewards. If this is speaking to you, you gotta know two things. One, you are not alone, and two, this is not where you have to stay.
So here's the good news. The solution isn't about going out and learning a ton of brand new skills. It's about taking what you've already mastered and just repackaging it. The raw materials for your success, they're already there.
This is the light bulb moment. It's the one change that unlocks everything else. You have to stop thinking about your work as just trading your time for money. Instead, you need to start seeing your expertise as a strategic asset, something you own, you control, and you can leverage.
Okay, so what do we actually mean by asset here? Well, it's any resource you have that can actively make you money. Think about it like this. A chef's skill is the service they provide, but their unique, repeatable recipe for a Michelin-starred dish, that's the asset.
And you can really see the two different worlds here. The old view on the left, that's like being on a treadmill. You're paid for your time, you're focused on just getting tasks done, and, let's be honest, you're kind of replaceable. But the new view on the right, that's about being strategic, focusing on the big picture outcome, and making yourself absolutely indispensable.
And that word, re-engineer, is so important. This isn't a passive thing. You're not just sitting around waiting for someone to give you a raise. No, you are actively taking charge. You're redesigning how your expertise is packaged and delivered to solve really valuable problems.
So how do you actually pull this off? Well, it's a three-step process. First, you analyze. You got to get crystal clear on what your core asset is. What unique problem can you solve better than anyone else? Second, you re-engineer. You package that skill to solve a very specific high-stakes problem. So you're not just a social media manager anymore. You're the person who doubles e-commerce sales using Instagram. See the difference? And finally, you deliver. You get a result that's so undeniable, so powerful, that you become the only real choice.
And this is the end game. This is what we're aiming for. You don't just provide an outcome, you literally become the outcome. You are the solution, the definitive answer to a really important problem.
And what does that actually mean, a reckonable outcome? It means your results do all the talking. They're so powerful that you completely flip the script. People stop haggling with you about your price, and they start competing with each other for your time. You have the power.
And when you get here, everything changes. People seek you out. Your price is based on the huge value you create, not the hours you punch on a clock. You're seen as a strategic partner who solves big problems, not just an employee who completes tasks. You've officially escaped the trap of being just another commodity.
Just let that sink in for a second. In today's world, where so many skills can be easily copied or outsourced, just being good at your job isn't a guarantee anymore. Shifting your mindset and re-engineering your value, well, it's not just a clever strategy. It's the only real path to having true financial security and professional freedom.
So the real question isn't if you should do this, it's how you're going to start. What's the very first step you'll take tomorrow to begin re-engineering your value? Are you going to sit down and really define your core asset? Or maybe identify that one high-value problem that you and only you are perfectly suited to solve? The whole journey starts with that one simple step.